We're getting back to my roots today, people, okay? We're talking about affordable fragrances under $100 that are perfect for spring going into summer. Hey everyone, I'm Annie G and welcome to my channel where the scents are sweet and the takes are spicy. I've said for a long time that it's my job to make sure that you are never overspending on anything, let alone perfume. And I feel like I have not done a good job of that. I've been talking about a lot of niche and like expensive perfumes that I've been sampling just because I found so many that I love and I want to talk about what I actually am liking right now. But we're getting back to my roots. Okay, which is affordable bangers. So here are some of my favorite affordable bangers for spring. As always, like, subscribe, it means a lot to me. I'm here for you Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Okay, so let's talk about spring affordable bangers under 100 bucks. First up, Abiyedh Poudre by Lattafa. What a lovely, light, powdery, musky vanilla. Truly, truly lovely. This is an apparent-inspired version of black tie, and I personally like it a little better. I think it's a little heavier on the vanilla, a little creamier on the tonka, but it has that really elegant, musky, it's got orange, blossom, rose, and jasmine at the top, so it's got this lovely, light floralness, which makes it, to me, really good for spring. I wear this to bed every once in a while, and it makes me feel really elegant and girly and kind of like a 50s housewife in like a fun way. Not like in a oppressed way, but in a fun, I wear nightgowns, silk nightgowns to sleep and curlers in my hair kind of way, you know what I mean? But it's very feminine, it's powdery, it's soft, but it's elegant, it's light, but it's still yummy, and I think it just does so well in spring. You can get this for like 17, 20 bucks. Incredible, substantial bottle, and just a great scent. So if you've never tried Abiyedh Poudre, I highly recommend. Okay, next are two very fun perfumes from a indie brand called Odette Parfums. They had a bit of a viral moment with one of their perfumes, Pas de Chat, Tongue of the Cat. But here are two that I've found that I've really been enjoying wearing for spring. The first one is Grand Battement, this one. It is a marzipan, yummy, kind of spicy, figgy caramel with a musky base. When you look at the note breakdown, it looks really heavy and like it'd be a fall winter, but it has this light almondy kind of fruitiness with the fig and almond, and there's a cake note, praline. It has like a marzipan kind of apricot-y feel. So it has more of a fruity vibe actually. It wears a lot lighter and fruitier than the notes would suggest. Top notes are almond, spices, and cake. Middle notes, amber, praline, fig, and caramel. And then the base, you have musk, patchouli, ambergris, labdanum, tobacco, and tonka. So it would suggest that it is very heavy, but honestly, the mid is what I get the most of, and the really juicy fig. And then the slight almond at the top gives it this yummy marzipan. It is so good. It's, like I said, an indie perfume company, a lot smaller brand, but on Lucky Scent, you can get their 30 mil, which is pretty decent for 70 bucks, I think, 65, 70 bucks. So under the $100, and just such a yummy, unique fragrance, and I think so fun for spring. So Grand Battement by Odette is lovely. The other one from Odette that I have been really loving is Amants Maudits, and this is a juicy, fruity, incensey rose. Okay, fun, very fun. A little incensey, it has frankincense in it, but the top notes are blood orange, peach, and black thornberry. So it's got that zesty juiciness at the top, and then the mid is rose, blackberry, and cypress. The cypress adds a really nice dryness that goes really well with the base notes of musk, oud, frankincense, and sandalwood. So it's a little dry, woody, but then juicy, fruity. It's really interesting and really lovely. If you love an incense rose, but want something that's a little fruitier and lighter for spring, I think this one is so fun. And like I said, you can sample it on Lucky Scent. A 30 ml is under that $100 mark, and it's unique and fun, and no one else will be smelling like this. It dries down to this just lovely, woody, a little something else. It's really fun and really beautiful, and I highly recommend checking this one out for spring. Okay, next is an interesting one. This is Pleasure Noir number 63 by The Clone. This is an inspired version of Santal 33. To me, it smells nothing like Santal 33. Truly smells like an entirely different fragrance to me. Instead, this smells to me like a spa fragrance. It smells, okay, my battery died, so if that transition was awkward, just know that I tried to make it smooth in editing, but I couldn't. So, as I was saying, supposed to be a Santal 33 dupe. It isn't. Instead, it is just a really nice, fresh, violet, woody fragrance. So if you don't like Santal 33, don't be fooled. What I'm getting is a really watery, violet iris, slightly woody fragrance. Top notes are cardamom and violet, and I am really getting the violet. Gives this wateriness. The cardamom does give it something a little cologne-y, but the middle notes of papyrus and iris make it really elegant feeling. And then yeah, the base notes of sandalwood, cedar, and leather. Don't worry about the leather. There's zero leather in here. Just make it feel really spa-like. Yeah, the cedarwood is a spa-like cedarwood. The sandalwood they're using in here with the violet and cardamom together kind of gives me like a cucumber freshness. It doesn't smell like dill. It doesn't smell like pickles. It smells cucumbery and fresh. And it's kind of nice. It's kind of a nice freshie. At first I was like, what the hell? This doesn't smell anything like Santal 33. But then I kept coming back to it and was just appreciating it for what it was and not what it was saying it was. And that's when I started really liking it. So if you're interested in like a woody freshie that's easy, a little violet, a little purple floral, this is super affordable, a little bit of a different brand, US made brand. I think they're out of Texas. So worth supporting a smaller business. I've got a code for, I think, 15% off. It'll be down there. So Pleasure Noir by The Clone. The other clone fragrance, and I'll just briefly touch on this, is that I think is really good and also for spring, obviously, is Rouge Veil. This is their Baccarat inspired fragrance. I'm gonna be honest, I think it is one of the better ones. I sprayed Baccarat on my hand, and I sprayed this on my hand, and I was like, there is no difference. The texture's the same, the longevity's the same. This gives a little alcohol right at first, but once they settle, they really are the same. So if you love a Baccarat and you're looking to try something different, this is, I think, $35 retail, and then you can use my code for another 15-20% off. Not bad. It's X-ray concentration, 50 ml, and yeah, I think really good. So give her a try if you're into that. Next up is such a good one for spring, and that is Spirit of Mojave from Julianna's Perfumes. This is an inspired version of Mojave Ghost. So it's a sandalwood. It is a sandalwood, and it's a creamy sandalwood, okay? You gotta like a creamy sandalwood, but at the top it's got Sopadilla, which is this little melony fruit thing, desert fruity thing, and ambrette, so really creamy at the top. Middle notes, magnolia and violet, sandalwood, and then base notes, ambergris and cedar. You gotta like it a little creamy musky. And I think this is a little creamier, muskier. I don't want to say animalic, but the ambergris, it's doing it. It's doing its thing. It's ambergris. You know, it's not a subtle ambergris. So you gotta like it creamy. You gotta like it a little funky, maybe like musky, but not animalic. It's still really clean feeling with the magnolia and the violet, but the creamy sandalwood with all these other things is very creamy, but it's soft. It's bright, it's watery, it's meditative. It feels really lovely to wear this time of year. It's got this light airiness to it. It's clean, it's easy, and it's $40 for this, okay? Love it. Highly recommend checking this out, especially if you love Mojave Ghost and you're looking for an affordable alternative. I think this is fantastic. Talked about this one a lot for spring, but this is an original creation from Julianna's Perfume, and this is Whipped Bloom. This is a lovely plum, marshmallow, fluffy fragrance. It's a little bit in the Yum Bougie vein, but it has black amber, plum, got a little bit darker notes that make it feel more elegant and grown up. It really doesn't smell like anything else. If you took Wega, if you've smelled Wega, and replaced the raspberry with plum and made it a little darker, that would be closer to what this is. More ambery, that would be what this is. It's really lovely. It's back in stock on April 28th, Tuesday. So hopefully it's in stock, but I think you can find it on Mercari. If not, highly recommend. Super awesome, affordable, fluffy, yummy, marshmallowy, plum, floral. Really good. Wouldn't be one of my affordable videos if I didn't bring up Moustache. My favorite affordable perfume ever. This should not be as cheap as it is. This is a luxury fragrance. It smells a lot like Tuxedo by YSL, but to me, it's a lot sweeter on the vanilla, but it's patchouli and it's rose and it's elegant, but it's classy and it's easy. There's a little mandarin orange in here, which makes it a little juicy and ripe and bright. And then pink pepper. I love pink pepper in a fragrance. I think it just makes it feel modern. I don't know. It's this bright pepperiness. It's so nice with the patchouli, benzoin, vanilla. It is lovely. Me and my husband love this so much. We are cruising through this bottle. I just gave it to him for his birthday in October and we're already almost halfway through it. It is stunning all year, but particularly sings, I think, in the spring because of just how light and easy it is. It really matches the 60-degree days. I love it. I think it's a must. I think it is a must for an affordable fragrance. You can find it on FragranceNet, I think for like 25, 35 bucks. I mean, just incredible quality, incredible longevity, and just a beautifully simple but complex at the same time perfume. I love Moustache. Love it. And last is a little bit of an honorable mention because it is technically $106 retail for a full bottle. But I have this travel, which is obviously I think like 30 bucks. But that is the new one from Dedcool, Mineral Milk. This is so good. My husband and I are like, what the hell? Why is this so good? Should not be as delicious as it is. To me, it doesn't smell anything like the original milk or extra milk. Maybe a little bit of like the sandalwoody ambroxany thing. But it is this fresh, juicy, slightly salty marine, fresh skin scent. It's just a lovely perfume. And I just think so good for this time of year. It's light, it's fresh. The notes in here at the top, you have nectar and passion fruit. Middle notes, sea salt and lavender. Base notes, amber, milk, sandalwood, and cedar. I don't get much lavender, to be honest. Honestly, I thought there was jasmine in here, to be honest with you. I thought it was more like a jasmine. You definitely get this salty vibe. The nectar is just like a little juicy. The passion fruit is so subtle. I think it just adds something that makes me feel like I'm on the beach, but I can't pinpoint it. And then the amber and the sandalwood, I do not get milk in here. It doesn't have a super creamy texture. It's pretty airy and a little watery, in fact. But the cedar, the woodiness, the dryness comes through. It's so good. I'm so surprised with how much I like this. I think this is doing what Glossier You Sois was hoping to do, but failed miserably. And I just think this is such a good one for spring. A little over our $100 mark, but I just had to mention it because I'm really loving it. And if you were interested, I wanted to share my opinions, and I do think it is a good one for this time of year. So Mineral Milk, give it a try. I think it is actually really good. And those are some fragrances under $100 that I think are perfect for this time of year, perfect for warmer weather, and yeah, under $100. So we love that. Let me know what your favorite affordable perfumes are for this time of year, or just generally. I've been in a little bit of a affordable perfume rut. I haven't come across any that have really spoken to me that I'm like, oh, I really want to try that. I've been mostly spending my budget on samples, wanting to just try a bunch of new stuff and try some more expensive brands that I've just avoided. So I've been spending more on samples than full bottles of affordable, but there's affordable ones that you really recommend, especially newer ones that you want me to give my opinion on. Please let me know. I need to get out of this rut and I need to get back to my affordable perfume roots. So thank you for your support. Yeah, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.